nobody.
What's up, guys? Back with another video. Today we have some information about the Resident Evil Code Veronica X remake. It's coming from Insider Gaming. If you'd like to read the entire article, it's a very short one. You can click on the link in the description. It says Resident Evil Code Veronica remake led by Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 4 team. It's claimed. So far it's claimed, but I will say right off the bat that is very good news, because the funny thing is that I'm actually going to buy Resident Evil Code Veronica X probably tomorrow. It's on sale for $5. This game is dated, very dated. I recently beat Resident Evil 0 and Resident Evil 1, so I'm kind of climbing the bar, climbing all the games of Resident Evil. I played them a long time ago, but I never played 1 and 0. I played 2 and 3 way back in the day, and 4. I will say right now, 0 was good, a little annoying. 1 was good, again, a little annoying, but good games. The remake of 2, very good. The remake of 3, not so good. And the remake of 4, very good. And I recently beat 9, great game. So this is good news that the Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 4 team are planning, it's claimed, that they're going to be tackling the Resident Evil Code Veronica remake. So that's very good news. Let's kind of dive into this article and see what information that will be presented to us. Okay, guys, so it says it's claimed that the Resident Evil Code Veronica remake is being directed by the same team that helmed the Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 4 remakes. Again, like I said, great news. Those are 2 really good remakes. Dusk Golem recently stated on Twitter, or X, that the forthcoming remake of Resident Evil Code Veronica, originally released in 2000 on the Sega Dreamcast, is in the hands of an experienced team. That game was so old, I totally forgot it was released on the Dreamcast. What a throwback, man. Quote, Resident Evil Code Veronica remake is being directed by Kazunori Kaido and Yorishiro Anpo, same duo who directed Resident Evil 2 remake and Resident Evil 4 remake, he wrote in his tweet. It says Dusk Golem would go on to respond to some tweets about how many teams are currently working on the Resident Evil series. He would say that teams are an outdated way of thinking when it comes to developing the franchise. According to him, there are fewer set teams and a more collaborative approach depending on the job title of Capcom's employees and those who work at support studios. Quote, some people work on nearly every Resident Evil game. Some people work on like every 3rd Resident Evil game. Some switch between Resident Evil and other games in development. It really depends. That's what he wrote. So we'll keep it at that, guys. I'm pretty much excited. I'm actually really excited for another remake. I think the remakes are a really good step in having a new audience of people that never got to play the Resident Evil games when they were younger. It's really outdated games. Are they still good games to play? I would say if you're going to go backwards and play from the beginning to where it's at now, I would definitely say, yeah, you can play 0 and you can play 1. I wouldn't go back and play the original 1 and 2. I would play the remake that came out like in the early 2000s of 1, and obviously play the remakes of 2 and 3 and all the rest. And also I would play 0. It's just the tank controls are not for everybody. I think you can deal with it. It's definitely dated, but I think they're both still really good games to play. Resident Evil is all around a pretty solid franchise. There's been some really bad misses on Capcom's part. Some of the side games are not so good, but the main games are pretty good. Other than 6, I wasn't a huge fan of 6, so other than that, well, we'll see if they even remake 6. Maybe they act like that game never happened. I don't know. But yeah, guys, what do you think? Are you interested in a remake of Code Veronica X? Have you played the original? I plan on playing it soon. And, you know, I'm hoping for a good time and just continue to play all the other ones, like Outbreak also. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Subscribe to the channel. It helps out. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye.